intro.
What are we
You're
doing?
gonna do it in sync. Okay.
What are we doing? Okay.
What's going on, YouTube?
I mean, that's perfect. I'm
That
keeping
was actually really cool.
Yeah. Hey guys, so Daily Driven here. Today we're going to be doing what was, one of the most requested things in that post I sent out, ranking all of our cars. So we've got quite a few between the two of us, so we're just going to go down the list and rank them. There's 4 categories, so looks, sentimental value, reliability, and performance. So you can have a max of, 3 points? Yeah, 3 points per category.
Yeah.
So 12 points max. So we should be all set, guys. I'm going to go and kick it off.
Yeah.
Okay. So first one was my very first car, a 1995 Nissan Altima. I actually featured it on the channel. It has, I think, 417,000 miles. I haven't driven it in a good bit. Overall, I mean, that was my high school car. It was the car, as soon as I got my license, they handed me the keys to. It's been in our family for years. Before, my grandma bought it in 1996, so it was right after it, made 95. They had it for a little while. They decided they didn't like it, so she bought it. She drove it until the mid-2000s, got a new car. Then it was given to my mom, who in turn gave it to me when I started driving. So, looks, it's got to be a hard one, don't you think? I mean, it is. At the time I thought it was cool, it's not cool. But yeah, for that, definitely a 1. Sentimental value, though.
Yeah, that's gotta be like a 3.
Yeah, dude, 3 for sure. I mean, like, it's been in our family basically since new. So, yeah, definitely a 3 there. Reliability also a 3. I mean, 413,000 miles.
Yeah, 3 on that for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And performance. Honestly, though, like compared to some of the other cars on this list, it might even be a 2. Like, I don't own a lot of fast cars. And I mean, it does have a KA in it. It's not like terribly slow. I don't know.
2.
Yeah, we'll go 2.
I mean, it is prime, yeah, 2.
Yeah. Okay, so we got sentimental value as a 3, reliability as a 3, performance as a 2, and looks as a 1.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So we're up to 9, right?
9 on the... Yeah.
On the 95 Altima. So we're going to put that in there. All right, you want to do one of yours?
Alright, my first car on this list is my 2002 Dodge Dakota. I got this car from my father. It is a 4.7
Magnum.
V8. Oh yeah, Magnum.
Magnum.
4.7 Magnum V8. With my father told me, I don't know if this is true or not, but he always used to call it a racing truck because he put a performance cam in it.
Sounds.
And yeah, it definitely sounds like it. I really love this truck. It hasn't been featured in any videos yet, but we're hoping to do a revival on it. So let's go ahead and get down to these categories. Looks. Right now it's covered in moss and tree branches and leaves and stuff like that. But are we going off the prime?
I'd say let's go off of prime all these cars.
Prime, I'm gonna give it a 3 because it's got like the purplish tinted windows, like the chrome rails on the bed and like the rhino liner.
Exactly. Yeah, it's got the big chunky tires too.
Yep. So I'm gonna give it a 3 on looks. Sentimental value 3. Because my father gave me that truck. Every young man who has a good relationship with their father, wants a truck from their father.
Oh yeah.
Any young man would die to have a truck from their father or a car.
For sure.
Reliability.
It's had its various share problems, right? I mean, the brakes, the caliper locked up on it. What else?
Hasn't ever died on me though.
There you go. So what, a 2? I mean, that's fair.
Yeah, because I
It is
mean
a Dodge,
we can't sit there and give every car a 12.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to give this one a 2 because I do love it but it has had its fair share of problems. So 2 on reliability. Performance, I'm gonna give it a 3.
Yeah, it's pretty fun to drive. I mean, it'll smoke up the tires and it
Yeah.
sounds really good. Yeah, I'd say 3 is fair.
Yeah. So I think that's 11.
Yeah, and just to be fair, like just to clear the air, guys. These performance numbers are not based off of any statistical data. We know a 2002 Dakota is not fast. I mean, we're not trying to say that. What we're saying is that in comparison to the other cars on this list, these are pretty fast because some of these cars are not at all. So just wanted to clear that. So my next one is a car we've actually both owned. So we're just going to kind of go with that one together since it's next on both of our lists. So we both owned a 2002 Nissan Altima. It has 204. I used to own it. He has it now.
Yeah.
240.
240,000 miles.
Yep. It does have a remanufactured engine in it. It does have the QR25DE, I believe. I think it's a fun little car. It's
For sure.
it has I don't know. It's kind of uneventful, I guess. It's just kind of
kind of something you see on the road every day.
exactly. I mean, it's just nothing really special about it. So we like it, but it's like not really much to talk about. It's kind of It's got a Bluetooth radio. It does have that factory Bose setup though. That's really good.
Yeah, that was
the Bose
really
radio
nice.
is amazing.
It was really nice, like looking through the back windshield and seeing like the
Oh yeah.
dual like Bose on the back.
Well, I just think it's crazy too that they can get because it has bass and out of like some 6.5s.
Well, I
or
heard
6
I got a friend that has a 2017 Altima. He said his has Bose in it too.
Oh, nice.
So
Okay.
does Nissan have like a partnership?
I
with
think
Bose
so.
or something?
Yeah, I remember Bose was going with everybody because Nissan had it and Cadillac had it too because like some of the DeVilles had them, some of the Escalades and stuff. But yeah, honestly, dude. Okay, so looks. What are you thinking?
2.
I think it's a 2 in your hands because it's got tinted windows now. I think that really classed it up. Because when I had it, I didn't really do anything to it. I did put the muffler on it though. The tip. It does have a really cool exhaust tip. It's a dual outlet. I think it was pretty good.
Hey, what if we can't come to an agreement? What if we just do like 0.5? Like
Yeah. Okay.
so. What do you think?
looks is like a 1.5. You think?
Yeah, 1.5.
Okay. Well, I'm not writing that until yet. Okay, so sentimental value for me, I bought it from one of my buddies too. It was his first car, but I never really bonded that much with it. If I'm being honest, like it was just kind of a car. Like it got me back and forth to school and college and stuff, but I didn't bond with it. What about you? Yeah, 1. I mean, did you bond with it?
No.
Yeah. Reliability has to be a 3 though. I mean,
Yeah, for sure.
when I owned it, I had to replace the thermostat housing because it started leaking, but I mean that wasn't that's nothing. But other than that, and you had to replace 1 coil pack, right?
Yeah. I traded you my Impala, and
it's on the list, guys.
and then I got it, and I was driving it for like 2 days, and all of a sudden
Yep.
I'm driving to work one night, and it just started like shaking real bad.
Yep.
I was like, man, did this man just trade me like this lemon?
I was
And,
terrified, dude. That's how it goes.
But no, in all seriousness, in all seriousness though, I didn't really care. Like we've been best friends for life, and I paid $300 for my Impala, so I
Right.
didn't really care either way.
But
Yeah, it was a little bit scary though.
1 coil pack just makes all the
Yeah.
difference.
It really does.
So put a new one in it, and it's been good ever since, right?
Yeah.
So I mean,
Oh, we forgot to mention the power steering fluid.
ooh, yeah, so it
And,
eats power
coolant.
steering fluid and it eats coolant. Coolant's not too bad though. When I had it, the coolant, you only really had to check it like once a month.
Yeah.
But the power steering fluid's awful.
It was like every 2 weeks.
Yeah, every 2 weeks you're putting some power steering fluid in it. At this point though, I mean it's so old that it's not worth fixing. Like the power steering system works fine, you just gotta keep fluid in it. So I mean, so reliability 2 or 3?
Reliability
2.
What do you think?
So when I had it, I didn't really have that many problems out of it, apart from just keeping fluids in it. And it does have a lot of miles, but you also got to consider it's not the original motor, so it's kind of maybe a 2.
Yeah, let's agree on 2.
Okay. And the performance, I mean, it's not slow.
No, it would get up pretty quick.
Oh yeah, 177 horsepower, and they had a really, really, really interesting intake manifold design on these QRs. So if you guys want to see a video on that and how it works, I'd be down because it's so cool.
You want to give that a 2 as well?
Sure, yeah, 2.
So 4, 5.5, 6.5.
Is that 2? Wait, what do we do with cinnamon value? 1. That was 1.5.
1.5, 1,
1,
2,
2, 2. So 4, 5, 5 point, or 6.5. 6.5.
I mean, it's just a playing card.
Exactly. So I'll let you go ahead next because technically that was on my side.
The Focus.
2005.
Well, do you want to do this one together too?
We'll just go and do it together because we both on that one too.
So the 2005 Focus has actually been featured in a video.
It's our most popular video ever.
And I just want to go ahead and say it doesn't look like that anymore.
No, I think we'll do an update video on it eventually if you guys want. But it looks a lot better, I think.
We were what, 17 at the time?
Well, at the time it was cool. Like, we
thought
it was dope.
Yeah, we thought it was dope at the time, but like, we changed up a few things.
Yeah. So it's got stripes gone, hood scoop, roof scoop's gone. I can't remember even in that video what spoiler did it have. Did it have the big spoiler? Or did it have the little one?
No, it had the little one.
Okay, so the spoiler's the same. The forward things on the mirrors are gone. Most of the interior's different now. It's got new rims on it.
What brand are they again?
Vision, I think the rims are.
Crossfire or something like that?
Something like that. They're 16-inch. They're black. They look really good.
Yeah.
Got them at Discount Tire. I think it looks good though now. I think it's pretty good.
And you put a CarPlay in it too.
Yeah, I did. So it's got a CarPlay, Android Auto, touchscreen radio now, which really helped it out. I mean, it feels a lot better, to use.
Yeah, but that was actually my first ever car, and when I got that car, we started like
tinkering.
I started getting more into car stuff, and I went to AutoZone for like my first time ever, and I was like, oh my god, dude, like. What is all this stuff? Like, I have to put all this crap on my car. And I eventually ended up like regretting it and taking a bunch of it off. And I finally got the car semi decent looking, but ultimately I just didn't like driving it anymore, so I sold it. But for looks. Are we gonna talk about current looks?
I think we should go prime with all these cars. So I'd say right now it's prime.
Prime, yeah. I'm gonna give it a.
I mean, it's clean. Like I think it's not a pretty car, but it's a pretty Focus.
Yeah.
Like it's one of the nicer Focuses.
It's one of the nicer Focuses, but like still it's a Focus. That's why I say 2. Like
exactly.
Like if this was a Focus competition, 3.
Yeah.
Like, but in cars in general, like 2. I think.
Yeah. Let's see.
Because Ford had that really like kind of like mix of like bubbly and boxy style at the time.
I think for me though, it's like the front end that really does it for me, because it's like it's got that really good looking grille, and it's got the black headlight casings, and silver is just such a nice color on newer cars. I think.
You're gonna do a 2.5.
Yeah, I'd say 2.5. So we'll go 2.5 there.
Sentimental value.
A lot more to you than it does me, I think.
I'm gonna give it a 2.
Okay,
because it was my first car. Me and my buddies worked on it, but I kind of grew to. I kind of grew to not like it because I had made it so loud and like goofy. It looked kind of goofy for a little bit there, so I kind of didn't like it for a while because of what we did to it.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to give it a 2 though.
2. I feel like a 2 is fair.
Because
I feel like a 2 is fair.
Yeah.
I'm good with a 2.
So 2 on sentimental value. What did we say?
2.5 on looks.
2.5 looks. So 4.5. Reliability. 3.
Yeah, it's been perfect. I've had 0 issues out of it, and you didn't have anything really.
Nope.
It's been awesome.
Except alternator and a battery, but that's because I would always leave it sitting for long periods of time.
Yeah. But
performance. 2.
Yeah. I mean, it's slower than the Altima for sure.
but like, doesn't that thing get like 30 miles to the gallon?
It's like 36 miles to the gallon. Like, if we're talking about, performance, like with fuel economy, I mean, it's definitely up there. It's probably the best fuel economy car I've ever had.
Yeah.
I'd say two's fair. Right? I mean,
yeah, two's fair, I think.
Okay, that's good.
Because I mean, it's not the fastest car in the world, but
I mean, it's a good daily.
Honestly. And it like that one time we went on that back road, and you were like going around them curves like a pro.
Heck yeah, dude. I mean, it's fun to chuck around, honestly. I think because it's so compact, it's almost like square, so it holds the road well.
Like I think in a race against like my Mustang, if
the corners are a factor, you might have a chance.
So looks, we said
2.5,
2.5, sentimental value 2,
reliability
4.5,
3,
7.5, and
2, yeah,
9.5.
9.5. I'm good with that.
All right,
cool. All right. So the next, this one hurts. So I scored when I was 15 years old. It was this cheap Volvo on Craigslist that I didn't know anything about. And it had some various problems, but it did run and drive. Little did I know after I got it and sold it for next to no money, it was a Volvo 850 turbo wagon. I didn't know anything about Volvos at the time, but that thing was awesome. It had the turbo motor, so it made like 223 horsepower. It's an inline 5-cylinder, which was so weird to me. That was definitely a new experience. That was my first turbo car. That was my first 5-cylinder. That was my first non-Japanese car. So I really, really liked that car. I mean, I bought it for $400, and I sold it for $600 to put a paint job on another car on this list. And if I could go back today, I'd give $2,000 for it easy. I mean, that was a cool car. I mean, that was rough. I mean,
it was like slammed too, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, they're factory low, and it had the turbine wheels, which them wheels were awesome. And dude, that car had so many comfort features. First car I ever had that had a sport mode. First car that ever had traction control. Like I said, turbo. It had a really good radio in it. AC didn't work, and it did have some transmission problems toward the end. Overall, it was a really good car. I wanted the headlight wipers. It did not have headlight wipers, so that was rough. But overall, I mean, it was good. What do you say looks? I mean, it is a Volvo. It's a box. Two.
I don't exactly remember what it looked like.
So it's one of the cleaner Volvo wagons in my opinion. A lot of people love the styling of them. It never really did that much for me, but I mean it's cool. I love the wagon. I wouldn't want a sedan, but an 850 wagon for sure, dude.
I think I can remember riding in it with you one time.
Yeah. I kept it for, I didn't keep it for that
I just remember us, every time we would enter, a parking lot or something like that, you'd have to, slow all the way down.
It would scrape everywhere. It's not the lowest car on this list, though, but it would scrape everywhere. Literally everywhere. So it's I don't know. Looks for me is probably a 2, I'd say. I feel like that's fair. I don't know. It did have various issues, but I think it's compared to some of these other ones, it's pretty clean. What do you think?
I can't even remember what it looks
like. That's fair.
It's been a long time.
That's fair. I'm gonna go with a 2 there. Sentimental value. Okay, so the car has no story to it at all. I just picked it up off Craigslist. It's not a cool backstory. I really miss it, and I'd love to have it back. Does that mean it has a high sentimental value, or does that just mean I want it back? Because it doesn't have a story to it. It's just a car.
I don't think that means sentimental value.
No. So we got 2 sentimental values, probably a 1. Reliability, I'd say probably a 2 because it had to have some stuff. I had to put a new alternator on it. I had to put an entire new PCV system, stuff like that. But that's known for on those cars. So what at 2? What are we at? We're at 2, 1, 2. Performance is a 3 though. Like when it in its prime, performance was a 3. That thing, I think it has like somewhere in the neighborhood of 7 seconds, maybe a little bit lower for on 0 to 60.
So that car just got a casual 9 on the tier list.
Did it now?
You said 2,
2, 1, 2, 3, right? 2.
Oh wait, am I? I got an 8, right?
2, 1, 2, 3. 3
Yeah.
plus 2 is 7, 8. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty good. So it's got an 8.
Casual 8 on there.
Casual 8. I'm cool with that. Hey guys, hope you all enjoyed this video. So this is just a part 1 of this. It ended up being a lot longer than we were expecting. So yeah, just look for the next parts in the coming weeks. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Let us know what you want to see next. And yeah, thank you for all your support.